Hello everyone, I'm Timoteo.
And I'm George.
And we are Vintage Doll Hunters. On this channel, we will be discussing and reviewing what we found on our latest vintage doll hunt, sharing with you our opinions and our knowledge.
We provide you, the audience, quality information based on our 7 years of collecting experience, either from the homes of others or from our own collection.
So join us as we reveal what we found today.
Let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Vintage Doll Hunters, Timoteo and George. So today we are very excited. We're trying something a little bit different today, but we're going to show you first two dolls that we found. The first one right here is of course a doll we've already introduced to you, Tiffany Taylor. Maybe not at her prime, but this is Tiffany Taylor right here. What we're going to be doing today is demonstrating how to fix this situation and give her some beautiful long, maybe straight, I don't know, kind of beautiful hair. So we'll be showing you how to do that. Yes.
She has a little bit of a dirty marks on her leg, so we'll have to figure out how to clean that up as well.
Yeah, because you know, with dolls, it's not just about buying dolls and having them. Sometimes you gotta rescue them a little bit and take them to the spa and fix them up, right?
Not everybody wakes up like this. All right, and the second doll was another hunt that we found. And it's another Midge with the blue band. This one is actually a Titan Midge. You can tell on her outfit as well. But with her situation, she has a little bit of grime along her legs. It's very sticky feeling. A lot of it's from handling, you know, people touching them and just, you know, getting just dirty. Same thing along the arms. She has a little bit of a film. You could feel it as a sticky little film, but the rest of her body seems really clean. It's just mostly where they've been handling the doll that seems to be most of the problem. So we'll be working on these two dolls, giving you guys just a quick little insight on how to care for them, clean them up, so you can add them to your collection, because you don't want to put, you know, beautiful clothes on them all sticky and dirty. And I don't know how you're going to showcase that.
But I mean, you can for Halloween maybe, but you got to do some justice and fix them up, right? Because they're valuable, treasured items. But we're going to need a couple things in order to get this done. So in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, where'd George go?
I'm back.
He's back. George, where'd you go?
Well, I had to get some stuff real quick for what we're gonna do today. So let's start a little bit from this side over here. So I'm just being a little extra with my gloves right here. But basically what we're gonna be needing for detangling the doll's hair is I got right here some conditioner. You don't have to get fancy with the conditioner. It can be some inexpensive conditioner as long as it's conditioner. Good for you. And then I got some water, warm water right here for the detangling beginning stages. I got a brush right here. I like to use this kind of brush because it's a strong wide tooth bristle. I don't use the whole comb because it's doll. I usually just use the ends. I like this brush because it's very strong. I use it for my dolls, my wigs and everything. That's why the handle's off. I love this brush. I think it cost me $1.50, but I know Tim likes to use the other regular white tooth combs, which are the ones he got right there. He likes to work it real slowly as well. And then I got a bowl up here so I can pour my water into. And then of course I got a little table mat, you know, so you don't make too much of a mess. It'll absorb some of the liquid that flies around. And then that's kind of all I'll need to get started with the doll. What are you gonna need, Tim?
Well, what I'm gonna use to clean Midge's little scoury legs that have that film over it, I'm gonna decide to use the Mr. Clean scouring pad. This works very well with just a little water. You just dunk it in and just start on the legs. And then we also brought out a little very soft tip toothbrush, not too firm because it's just, to me, it just scratches the doll. So either heat it up under some really hot water to soften that up.
Soft bristles, yes.
But get very soft bristles because we just want to just do little circles.
And then another bowl for...
So like
and what's in that bowl?
Oh, and this bowl is for the soap and water that I use to clean dolls that just don't need that Mr. Clean extra touch, because some of it's just, you know, just film of dirt or, you know, something that just sticky that maybe the kid or someone touched it with. So it comes off really quick with just soap and water. I decided to use Dawn dish soap to work that because for me it works just a little bit better and extra.
All right, so let's
and a little rag to
okay, all right. Well, let's get started, guys.
All right, here is Midge. Midge is, like I said, filled with this scum that just is just full all
super
around
dark because you can
her
see
legs, and she also has her little painted nails on there. So we want to make sure we're delicate and very careful with those toenails.
Yeah.
And her fingernails as well. So what we want to start with is just a little bit of water. George, you can just pour me with those, very protective glove wear so you don't burn yourself. Just enough to just pour it in. Go ahead, keep going. Just like, maybe a quarter of a cup. There you go. And then we'll just go ahead and get that scouring pad a little soaked up with the water so it can start to activate. I like to get a little surface like this, something that's very inexpensive you can work on, and just work on her legs. Just move that, back and forth.
Look at how that cleans already. You can see the scum already come. Oh, look at
the scouring pad is like disgusting. But just get up in there, clean her up, work around her calves. That's where a lot of the stuff is usually around.
Where they grabbed her, huh? By the calves, like where people grab the dolls. That's what it looks like almost. Like people kids sticky fingers, maybe the candy they ate that day.
And I would usually, take her clothes off, but this clothes on her right now is a little messed up. Not that it's bad, but I just didn't want her to be totally naked on camera. so I'm just gonna work on her bottom of her legs, but I'll take her clothing off when I'm gonna do the whole actual doll. And then we'll show you the reveal, what she looks like later. But what I want you to focus on is just those ankles at the bottom. Just get close enough to the toes, even if you have to slowly work there, but try not to get very close to those toenails because this is very potent and will remove everything off of her, her body.
And then just remember, this is supposed to only be used on her legs and her body parts.
And her arms.
Yeah, do not use it on her face.
Do not use it on her face.
Do not go say, oh,
VintageDollHunters
said use this on the doll.
They're going to say, Barbie, who?
No.
Midge, what?
Don't blame us if you end up using this on her face.
Disclaimer.
We just said not on her face.
Not on her face. Not on her face. But like I said, work that in. This is how, dirty, and you got to get in with these dolls and make sure you just, very good firm strokes on there, and you'll get, like I said, most of this grime comes right off, and it's really nice. Oops, sorry, a little higher there. But it works out very nice.
See how clean it is already?
She comes out.
Compared to what it was before, you can see some of the grime right here on the inner part of the thigh that he missed, but you can kind of compare it of how, basically how much more cleaner it is and brighter and not dirty it is. And that's basically what the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser does, is it kind of cleans that grime off of there. And like I said, he said, just again, be very careful with the nail toe polish, because it'll come right off if you scrub it.
And the fingers and the fingernail polishes. Oh, real quick, let me show you the arm strokes as well. Might as well just show you that real quick. So be careful once again with the nails, and you just get the same thing with the arms. Get in there and just scrub it on out, and as quickly as she was dirty, she is now clean.
Look how clean it
compared
is.
To the other arm,
Yucky.
you'll see, which is a lot more grimy. So yep, that's the difference between
Sucia versus limpia.
Cleaning her Midge up and leaving her dirty Midge on the street.
I think Midge is gonna look wonderful once we polish her up and get the rest of her done.
She already looks beautiful.
Yeah, she does.
She's one of those midges with teeth on her. She has that teeth with not too much of a googly eye, but with a soft, serene hair, which is really nice.
Oh, nice. So let's get ready for the next part we're gonna show you. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna switch out real quick.
We're gonna bring out what was that?
Tiffany Taylor.
Tiffany Taylor. And we're gonna talk about what?
We're doing her hair.
Okay. And we're gonna clean her up mildly with.
Okay, spin her out in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. So now we're back with Miss Tiffany Taylor right here. We're gonna be working on her hair. So what we like to do, like we said, we're gonna use some of this conditioner and some of this water. So let's pour actually some of this warm water. We do use at the final step, just an FYI, hot like tea, what is it, boiled water. But that's not until the last part, once we get all the tangles out. Because the problem with synthetic hair and just hair in general, if you try to like set it and if it's tangled, that's not really good because it's gonna set the tangles in place, with the hot water. So we're gonna use that, and we'll use some conditioner. I usually do this in a sink. I usually don't use a bowl. But let's mix it. I'm gonna mix it real quick. And then with my finger real quick, just to get that. So you dunk her hair.
Yes, George. We wet her hair down.
Dunk it.
And then usually when I get that, conditioner in there, then I allow myself, there you go.
Then you use your fingers.
And then I usually try to add a little more conditioner as much as I
Wow.
can, because this is really going to help you separate all those, hairs. And like, this is cheap, conditioner, so I don't mind using a lot of it. All we're really doing is just trying to get it all in between her hair. Don't feel like that you don't want to, you want to save some for next time. If you have to use a whole bottle, use a whole bottle. You can find it really cheap. Let's go ahead and turn her head around, George, so we can also add it to the back. But be careful, try not to get it too much close to her face and her body, because she has a twist and turn head, so we don't want to get too much water in those areas, because when you get too much water, it just starts to smell up. I don't want to say mildewy, but yeah, some of it depends on your area. If it doesn't dry up fast enough, it'll just settle in there and start stinking up your doll. So be kind of very conscious with
Yes.
with that one. So as George is working that in, there you go, very good
Because
job.
what this is doing is basically, because the conditioners, you guys all know conditioner is kind of like a lubricant, and when you use it against the hair, it kind of helps us easily glide all these tangles out and basically unknot it. And you start kind of from the ends, like I was right here, but those are already free. Well, not that part. But see, that's still tangled right there. She's not that bad. I've seen worse, to be honest. She's actually, I can tell, because when I was looking at her hair when it was dry, her hair was actually, it wasn't fried, it wasn't frizzy. It was actually in very good condition, so she should come out very pretty looking by the time that we're done brushing.
You can move that, bro, so that people can
Here,
check it out.
Here, since I've been doing that part right there, I think it's gotten to a point now where my fingers are kind of worked through it a little bit.
And then show what kind of brushes you do.
I do this comb right here, like I said, and I'll take the ends of it and I'll brush it, and I'll brush the ends first, and I'll just kind of like, because it's a lot finer than the tips of my fingers. And then see, there's a little tangle right there. You kind of heard it crunch a little bit. So there's that one. It works really well, and I'll show you this one real quick. So really soft. These are vintage dolls. You want to make sure you don't lose. I mean, you're bound to lose at least a couple strands, because if they're tangled, that's, unfortunately just what happens. But you want to minimize that to them.
Yes.
So you don't end up, losing plugs or like thinning out her hair where she doesn't even look like herself anymore. But
like I said, once again, very generous with that conditioner. Don't, like I said, George is reusing it. He's getting to the end.
Yeah, you see that. He said I'm reusing it. See how it gathers, and then push it back in there. Just massaging it in there. I mean, it's not like it absorbs into the.
Be careful with those knots too. That don't pull them. They'll work out.
See, there is a knot. Okay, that's clear. This is, yes, it is a bit tedious, but it's worth saving the dolls. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have dolls and rescue them and everything.
I mean, George knows as restitching, you're gonna spend almost 2 days stitching this doll, and that's a long time, and you don't want to take away, right, George, from that.
The vintage fibers and all that, because you can't buy those. Well, I don't think you can. I've never tried to, but I'm pretty sure you can. But see, that piece is basically kind of it's seamless. Just brush.
Let's get some of that out of her face.
If she was alive, her eyes would be burning.
All right, that sounds like a good little.
Yeah, see, look, and I'm kind of gonna work on the rest of this right here to get it all like this, and basically at the end, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get her hair all combed out, and then what we're gonna do is pour the really hot water over her, so it kind of just washes out all the conditioner, and also kind of sets her hair into a straighter, kind of bone straight hairstyle, because that's the style that she has. If you guys remember from our last video that we did with Tiffany Taylor.
All right, maybe should we get some of this water real quick just
to
show real fast how we're gonna, and like I said, once again, this is some dish soap.
The dislike,
and throw another little bit of your hot, warm water that we use. Not boiling, like I said, if it's melting the plastic container, do not use it on your doll. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it around just to get that soap mixed up. And then what I usually try to start with is just a little rag, just a reusable one, and start cleaning her legs up.
Yeah, because she had this stain. She has stains kind of over her body.
Yeah, she has all these little dirt marks. So I'm thinking before I try to get some of that Mr. Clean on her, I'm going to try to go ahead and try to get some of that coating off of her. You can do the same thing to the Midge doll, but that was just a quick segment on how we wanted to show you the spectacularness of that Mr. Clean sponge. And so obviously just clean her up. Use a towel where you have a little bit of a dry area as well, because you don't want, like I said, once again, water seeping too far into these dolls. These dolls are hollow, and they will keep that water inside, and the one thing you don't want is water in your dolls.
Yeah, this doll's very hollow, so yes, he's right. Yeah, and especially like with the other dolls, some of them are bendable and whatnot, and you don't want that kind of stuff seeping in through them, especially when they're bendable, because they tend to have metal wires inside of them, which is what makes them bend here. She's indecent. We're gonna go finish combing her hair.
Yes.
And then basically finish cleaning up Midge as well, and then we're gonna come back with you guys and kind of show you what's the end result.
What is happening with the dolls?
So we'll
afterwards.
be right back. See you soon.
Okay, well, we have Tiffany Taylor. George did her hair up, so before he gets her rinsed off, I was forgetting a little quick technique with the toothbrush. We go ahead and try to use that on her fingers, because that was kind of where a lot of the dirt was. So, like I said, gently with a soft bristle. There you go, George, with a soft bristle. Get in there, her fingertips. She has little fingernail indents. Good for us. She doesn't come painted nailed, so we're able to, you know, scratch just a little bit more just to get that dirt out. And we also utilize the eraser, and be careful with the erasers. They crumble up quite a bit, and they will, like I said, come into pieces, and it'll get into your sink. So try to use a work surf area when you're utilizing this. You don't want to clog your sink up. And all we did was, you know, dried her up, rinsed her off real quick with some damp cloth that's clean, and after we washed her up, clean her fingers, and I think now she's ready, George, for you to take care of the rest of her.
This is boiling hot water I have in here, and then you just kind of pour it over her head. Oh, before I do it, the reason why I put it this way in the brown side is because she has bangs. Hold on. No, she has bangs on this side right here, and whenever you boiling hot water over any kind of hairstyle, synthetic hair, I've always learned that, especially if you're gonna do like this kind of style where it's flat up against her head, whichever way you want it to land, make sure it's already facing that way, because once the water hits it, the hot temperature is gonna kind of make the hair fibers flexible, and as they cool, they're gonna set in whatever position they're lying. So I'm gonna drop some water on her head, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comb it out. So I'm doing this so I can get the conditioner out of her head, and there's actually a lot of dirt coming out of her head, which is kind of gross. And then I have some water still in her hair, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of try to comb it into the position that I want it to comb into, which is just a straight, bone straight hairstyle, because that's the kind of hairstyle she had.
Let's get her in view, George. Here, let me go ahead and get the side so you can show them real quick. Go ahead, comb her hair away.
So I'm just combing it straight down, and then get some more water. This is a bit difficult. I usually do this over the sink. Yeah, this is here. We need to like hover over here real quick.
She's being baptized.
Insert GIF here. And then again, just bone straight. I mean, her hair's not gonna fall that way, so let's try to do that real quick.
George.
And then just keep combing the bangs. These bangs go up front. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing this and get all the conditioner out of her hair. Make sure that they're all straight. And then it kind of just sits there. You can let it sit overnight. Don't ever use a blow dryer to dry the hair. We're gonna go finish rinsing this doll off with the water. Is there anything else you wanted to show Tim before we go off camera?
No, I think that's kind of it.
That was a lot of hard work. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna do the reveal of what they look like now. Just a little quick thing with this one right here. Is she beautiful?
Tiffany Taylor?
Yeah, Tiffany Taylor. The whole thing with her was we let the thing dry, her hair being the thing. So usually I leave it overnight so it can kind of air dry by itself. But this time, because
look at the swing.
Oh, okay, the swing, the lushness of the hair. But the whole thing this time is we kind of need it to be done a little quicker. So I actually just put her in front of a house fan. And you know, it's not hot air. Again, I'm gonna emphasize, do not ever use a blow dryer. Her hair came out beautiful. I knew her hair was gonna come out nice, because even in the midst of all that tangleness, I could see how sheen her hair was. And I washed off all the conditioner with the hot water and let it dry, and now she looks fantastic. And of course, with the cleaning and with Timoteo there with the marks on her body, it's beautiful.
Cleaned up her dress, fixed up her hands, all nice and pink again. all gorgeous, ready to go out on the swimsuit town.
Now?
Yeah, now.
I mean, now.
Oh, now we also have the reveal of Midge. Yes, Midge came out very pink. She looks lovely. We went ahead and helped her out with her outfit as well. Just cleaned it up, turned it inside in to make sure it looked good and beautiful to show. Also, we cleaned it with a little OxyClean really quick. But her skin is gorgeous. I mean, it's almost like it's flawless. She's so bright. And I also went ahead and got, that's why I have the Q-tips real quick, but I also cleaned up her face, around her face, just to clean it up and get her in pristine condition, and I think she looks fabulous.
Yeah, and the thing I like about these dolls a lot too is like their vinyl is very matte, and it doesn't, I mean, I know it's bright, but it's very matte. It's not shiny like once the bendables came out. Another thing to emphasize, this magic eraser technique is to only be used on these harder, older bodies that are matte, because what it does to the shininess of the bendable legs is it takes that shininess away. So do not use the magic eraser on those, only for this type of vinyl style body.
But if it's already been ruined, then go ahead and use it. But just want to let you know that it will get kind of sticky where it has kind of a
residue.
Yeah, and well, yeah, it'll leave residues, but it has like that grip on it.
Oh
almost,
yeah.
Where it's hard to put clothes on it. But yes, this is how they look.
Yeah, so
really lovely and beautiful.
Yeah. So this is just some of the techniques that we choose to use. We know there's a lot of them out there. These are the ones that work for us. If we urge you guys, as collecting dolls and rescuing them, take care of them. Do their hair, fix their hair. We try to keep them in their original kind of, don't try to remove the hair, don't try to restitch new hair into them. Just preserve them.
Like the Midge, I didn't touch the Midge hair at all because her curls are still really tight, and in there they're a little kind of loosened up, a little almost I'm gonna say frizz, but just a little hairs out there, but just a little quick. You made a little brush, just a little mama lick real fast, stick it back in place, and that's it. You're good to go with these dolls. But that's how we clean them up, like George says. This is our little techniques and little fun things that we like to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, with collecting them, you also gotta manage the dolls. But I think that's it for.
Yes, that wraps up this video.
Yeah. Quick thing before ending, closing things. If you guys learned a little bit from us from these techniques and you guys want to try them out for yourselves, we'd love to see what you did with your dolls and everything. So if you do end up doing any of these techniques that we did, post it on your social media and then tag us on our either Facebook, Instagram, and we'll be able to check. We'd love to be able to check it out.
And new techniques.
Yeah, new techniques, right? And okay, guys, remember, if you have any vintage dolls up in your attic, down in your basement, or up in your closet, be sure to maybe get in contact with us, because we love to be able to feature dolls of other people in our next potential video. We want to thank you guys again for liking and subscribing to our channel and taking the time to look at what we do
and comment
and our passions with vintage dolls. Yes, we enjoy the comments. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.